Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Beck's looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Finds a man on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Might be looking to run. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. He's got it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Grab near the marker. It's Peoples. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game play. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sayin, trying to beat the D deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's back. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Gonna throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Shoots it to the left. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Connection to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Beck. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
He's looking to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for it all. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw. It's back. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. The short hands, it's Fletcher. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Sends it downfield. And they say this is a game of inches. Just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Through behind his pad. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the Buckeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the air, it's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to... Oh, it's out! Recovered by the defense, and he's off!
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but The defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
42 slider. 4-2 spot, go.
Handoff from the shotgun. Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Tripped up for the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Get set.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got it! And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making a catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving.
Into the end zone, it's caught! A touchdown! And now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take a 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Sayin. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't.